What's going on, everyone? This is Steve from Burke Family 54 Comics, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about 3 comic books that tanked. Before we do that though, hit that like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, all of that. So I did a video just like this about a year or so ago, and it did pretty well, and I decided to make another video just like it. I looked at some top 10 lists from a year or two ago and picked out a couple books that I think deserve some attention with how much the prices on those books have dropped. Now, a couple of these are still pretty big keys in my opinion, so if you can get them at these low prices, I feel like it's a pretty decent investment, but considering how much they have tanked, it is definitely worth talking about. We're gonna be looking at 3 comic books plus an extra one as well. The first book up I want to talk about is A-Force #1, the 1 in 25 Stephanie Hans variant. This is the first appearance and first cover appearance of the Singularity. Now, there was a lot of spec around this book about a year or so ago when Thor: Love and Thunder, Thor 4, came out. During the climax of the movie, we see Eternity's silhouette that takes a form of Gore's daughter that looks a lot like Singularity here. And it caused a lot of people to get this book that came out in 2015. The high sale of this book was a year ago, July 8th, 2022, for $300 in a CGC 9.8. That book is now going for $70 in a 9.8. That is a decline of $230. That's a lot. Singularity did a lot of stuff in the, I think it was the 2015 Secret Wars storyline. I feel like this is a pretty decent book to get in a 9.8 for only $70. That's not bad, especially considering it's a first appearance and first cover appearance and a ratio variant as well. It's pretty nice, actually. So for $70, it's not bad, but for it to go down $230, that is a decent amount of money. The next book up I want to talk about is Captain America 25. This is the first appearance of Sam Wilson as Captain America. We saw the Falcon and Winter Soldier series in early 2021 in March and April, and Sam Wilson eventually became the new Captain America, which everyone saw coming. Obviously, he donned the whole cap suit in episode 6 for the first time. And right after the series was over, they announced Captain America 4, which was initially titled New World Order. It has now been renamed Captain America Brave New World. The high on this book was April 23rd, 2021, so right during the whole series. A 9.8 of that book was going for $650. A year ago, this book was going for $140 and made the top 10 list. Now this book is going for only $75 in a CGC 9.8, a decline from the highest of $575. Now, again, I think this is another book worth picking up for less than $100 in a 9.8. Get the first appearance. We still have the movie coming out in a couple years. I don't know when it's going to happen with the whole strike happening, obviously, and the whole cuts for Disney, but I feel like this is a pretty decent book to get for less than $100, and obviously it deserved to be on this list because it went down $575. I feel bad for the person that paid $650 for this book. Number 1 on our list of the top 3 comics that have tanked, according to me, of course, is Invincible Iron Man #9, the first appearance of Riri Williams. If you don't know who that is, it is Ironheart. It is basically the female version of Iron Man. She made her debut in the Black Panther Wakanda Forever movie. It's been long been rumored and confirmed that she's going to have her own Disney Plus series, but who knows if that is ever actually going to happen with all the cuts at Disney. We saw a 9.8 high of this book in April 18th, 2021 for $1,000. Holy cow! This book was going for $1,000 a couple years ago. A year ago, this book made the list. It was going for $600 in a 9.8. So what is it going for now? This is crazy. It is now going for $192 in a 9.8, which is a decline from its highest point of $1,000 till now of $807. That is crazy. I don't know what to think about this book. I feel like it's going to go down even more. So in my opinion, if you're trying to get this book, I would hold off a little bit longer. Wait for it to get under $150 before getting this book, at least in my opinion. But for it to go down over $800 is absolutely crazy. That is for sure. Those are the top 3 books. Now we do have an extra book I want to talk about. And this was actually in the video a year ago as well. This is Venom 3, the first appearance of Null. We're talking about the first printing edition. If you don't know who Null is, it's basically the god of symbiotes, created by Donny Cates in 2018. Again, Null is a god of symbiotes. He is a living god of symbiotes and can control and manifest darkness into weapons he calls the Living Abyss. He was defeated in the King in Black storyline by Eddie Brock, who became the new King in Black. We saw a high sale of this book, July 14th, 2020. Shortly after the King in Black announcement from Marvel, a CGC 9.8 of this book was going for $502. A year ago, when it was on the top 10 list, it was going for $300 in a CGC 9.8. What is it going for now? The book is going for $200 in a 9.8. That is a decline of $302 from his highest point. So those are the books that I wanted to talk about today that have tanked over the last year or two. I feel like Venom 3 is still a decent investment because you never know if it's going to hit the whole Venom universe. And a lot of the other books, they're so low. I mean, I feel like they're worth getting, in my opinion, at least. But all of these have gone down immensely. So I feel bad for all the people that way overpaid for these books. Again, I'm Steve from Burke Family 54 Comics. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about today's list. Do you have any of these books? All of that and more. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And as always, go Cats.
Cowabunga. It's morphin' time.
Today's video is brought to you by comicbook_pressing on Instagram. Protect your comic book investment for as little as $12 by using Eric from comicbook_pressing on Instagram. He can press any grade or tier of book, and make sure you use my promo code BURK54 to get free shipping back to you on your first order. Again, today's video is brought to you by comicbook_pressing on Instagram.